Hi, I'm Claire Bond, the Gluten-Free Avenger, and I am making beef bourguignon. So it's live on Periscope right now, but I will also be taking these videos and posting them to YouTube and my blog later on this week with the recipe. So you guys on Periscope need to go check that out later on this week. So let's get started because my pan is really hot. So I've already have my 2 pounds right here of cubed beef that has been, it's cubed and then I put gluten-free flour in here. So, and then I'm just going to basically brown the edges of the beef, because basically what you're looking to do is get it to sear on the outside so that it'll stay nice and moist when you're making when you put it in your slow cooker. So, just slowly and gently adding it to my oil in the pan. And then I'm just going to sear it. It doesn't take too long to sear. You just want it to be a nice brown color. So that was like about a good amount right now. And once things start to get a little brown, you're just going to want to turn it over. And you can see how it gets nice and brown. And actually the flour helps it brown as well. And again, the browning helps. Can you see my little helper? This is Trixie. The browning helps, again, to keep all of the juices in when it goes into the slow cooker. Because otherwise, if you didn't brown it, it would be really, a lot of the juices could come out, which would be a bad thing. And you look over here, I've got lots of yummy stuff that I'm going to be putting into my beef bourguignon. So I'm just going to continue browning all this stuff here, and then I will be right back when I stick it in there. So stick around. Okay, so I am back, Gluten-Free Avenger, finishing up the beef bourguignon. As you can see, I'm searing the last bit of the beef here, and it's looking amazing. And I have my glove on here because it was sizzling up and it was kind of hurting my hand. You want that, right? So, gently turn it around. Make sure they get that nice brown to them. And then once this is done, I'm going to stick them in here, and then I'm going to deglaze the pan with some red wine. So you just definitely want to make sure that all that yummy goodness goes in there, because that would be such a shame, right, to miss it. Alright, let's see how it's doing. I'm thinking that looks pretty great. Let me turn that one over a little bit. Alright, then we're just going to start putting these into, I'm going to take off the glove right now. Putting these into here. Really quick. Alright, so you see all that yummy stuff, like little bits of beef and the flour. So you're definitely going to want to make sure that is saved. So let it cool a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put in, so I have carrots right here, carrots and onions. I'm going to stick all of that in there. And I have yellow carrots. I have a vegetable delivery that delivers to me, and so I got the mixed carrots. So for some reason we already ate all of the other colored carrots, so we just have a lot of these yellow ones left. So that is what's in there. Okay, so then I've got a lot of white potatoes. I'm gonna stick those in. Okay, and then I've got some celery here. Stick that in. And I added some of the leaves as well because that gives you a lot of yummy flavor. All right, so it's kind of cooled down a little bit, so let's add, it's maybe about like a half a cup of red wine to it. little bit more. You know what, let's just finish off. There we go. All right. Darn it, I was gonna have a glass later, but. All right, so now we're gonna take our spoon and just make sure you get all that yummy stuff. Kind of scrape on the bottom a little bit just to make sure all that stuff comes up. And this also bakes off all the alcohol too. Just in case you're working or serving people that don't drink alcohol, which I have done in the past. And I was actually worried about it because I made them risotto and I was like, oh my God, can I give you risotto because I put white wine in it? And they were like, yeah, because it cooks off. So I was like, whew, thank God, because otherwise we're gonna be hungry. All right, so then we're gonna, one bay leaf, we've got some thyme here and some parsley. And then we've got 4 cups of beef broth, and a lot of times with stew, it's kind of weird, but a lot of the stuff in here has a lot of juice in it. And so when it breaks down, it will actually fill up to the top with juice. So even though you put all the right amount of beef broth on here and it doesn't cover the top, you might worry that, oh no, it's not right. So if you want to come over and look at it, you see the juice is down there. Guess what? As soon as this starts cooking, everything's gonna meld together and the juices are gonna hit the top of this lid and just go right back down into there. So you're gonna get a lot of juices. So I have it set right here. I set it a little bit earlier, so for 5 hours. And so it says 4 hours and 52 minutes. And let's see what time it is now. It is 3:27 Pacific Standard Time. So I will be back in about 5 hours to check this awesome beef bourguignon. So yes, set your watch. Bye. Okay, so I am Claire Bond. I'm the Gluten-Free Avenger, and this is part 3 of my beef bourguignon periscope. So it has been sitting here for about 5 hours since the last time I periscoped, and it has about 17 minutes left. So let me just give you like the whole experience right here. In my house, it smells insanely good. So basically, I tasted stuff before the dinger dang, and so yeah, we're digging in on this right now. So basically what you do is you open it, stir it, and then you find like the biggest chunks of potatoes, carrots, that kind of thing. Make sure it's fork tender. Taste a few of them. Just make sure that it's cooked all the way through. It's not hard or anything like that. And you definitely want to make sure that you don't overcook it, because unless you're going to serve all of this all at once, you're probably going to put it into the refrigerator or the freezer and you're going to reheat it. So if it's overcooked the first time, it's going to be overcooked the second time. So be careful about that. All right, so let's take the lid off and come over here and look at this like awesomeness right here, because this is just insane. So, and basically during the 5 hour period, I mixed it about probably once an hour just to make sure that everything was in, mixed well through. And I did take out the bay leaf before we hit play on this or record. So make sure you take the bay leaf out, because you definitely don't want to give that to any of your guests, because they probably won't like it. So anyway, so now I'm just gonna ladle it up. My really cool little soup bowl, and look at how awesome it is. Look at that. Can you see how awesome this is? And so, like I said in the last time, I didn't add any more liquid to this. So you can see how the liquid is really nice and thick, and everything just really worked well together. So even when it looks like there's not enough liquid, there will be. So look at that. All right, so you are gonna have to check out my blog, glutenfreeavenger.com, to get the awesome pictures and this recipe, and it'll be later this week, so go over there on Thursday. That sounds good. glutenfreeavenger.com, and you'll get this recipe. You'll be able to have your own beef bourguignon awesomeness. I'll see you next time.